Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you an N8N workflow or AI agent that will write hyper-personalized cold email. And not just that, it will scrape the emails of the leads, verify them, then scrape their website to get data. And then using it, it will write a hyper-personalized cold email copy. And then the email copy will not just be hyper-personalized, but also it will be free from any spam words. And if you put this email copy in an AI checker, it will not be able to detect that it is written by an AI. With that said, let's jump into building this thing. So let's actually start building this workflow. So our goal is to write a hyper personalized email. So I'm going to try to write all the things that we need. So you can also use this mindset or use this way of creating workflow. I use this. And we also want to write these things down because the way I'm going to show you how to create this systems is not going to be from scratch. But first, what we are going to do is we are going to just search what we want. First, we need to write that. And then we will search, go on the internet like Google or YouTube and search the thing that we want. Does it already exist? If it already exists, it's going to be like a jackpot, right? But to be honest, like you're not going to find something right off the bat. You're gonna have to like play around with a workflow. But I'm pretty sure whatever you want, something very close to it you are going to find. Or maybe you will find 2-3 workflows that are very similar to what you want, but they are in different workflows. Then you're gonna have to combine. So for that, first we need to know what we exactly want. Like what's the purpose of this workflow? For example, here it's not just this workflow should write hyper personalized email. It should also check whether the email have any kind of spam words or not, and it should also scrape the leads. I mean the email, and it should also verify the emails because we don't want to send cold emails to unverified emails because it's gonna hurt our mailbox. So no matter how good or how personalized your first email is, if it doesn't reach the inbox, it's totally waste. To be honest, like when was the last time you checked your spam folders? So that's the thing. So first, we want a lead scraper. We want to get the leads, right? Want to get the emails. So lead scraper, mostly we want first name, last name, and at least the email because we wanna write the first hyper personalized cold email. Second thing, after getting the emails, we want to verify the emails. This is very important. Verify the emails, right? Then if we can get their website or some data point from where we can scrape data or information on them and then use it to write the email. So if we can get them their website, then we can scrape their website. So some kind of web scraper. Then we want so after scraping, we want to write hyper personalized and whatnot. We want to check whether it has spam words or not. So we can just use a GPT node to do that. So I think these things are really important. What else can be important? Yeah, I think these things are really important. So now what my process is I go on the internet or go on YouTube and use these as keywords and try to find some kind of automation. And in fact, this automation that I created is not completely mine. Like I took the framework from someone. It was very similar to what I wanted to build, but it was also very far from what exactly I wanted. So then I removed things and edited, and it took like, even after I got it, it took like 2 weeks to really come to the point where it's like usable in real life scenario, because that's what these automation are for. Because if your automation or your GPT or AI agent, whatever you're creating, if it just produces garbage, like what's the use? Like you will just produce garbage and then you have to throw it in the recycle bin, you know. So yeah, the thing it's producing, or text or email or whatever it is, it's producing it. It should be usable as well, or else it will be just garbage. It will go inside your recycle bin. I cannot tell you how many times I just created workflow and then I thought, oh, I put so much effort in it. It should be good, and then it's not good. It wasn't good, so I just had to delete it, or So it should do its job. That's what I want to say. And now I'm going to show you the actual workflow that I built, or I edited it. Even I can say that, and I don't have any shame in saying that because it took me 2 weeks to like really reiterate it and come to the point where it's usable for me. Nothing if I had started from scratch, it's just way better approach. Like creating from scratch, and like for example, now I'm going to show you this entire thing. Maybe it's very close to something that you want. You're going to take it and then you're going to edit it. And then like if it's very close to what you actually want, it will take like, I don't know, maybe 2-3 days to like edit it to a point that is usable for you. So that's the point. So for trigger, we just added a manual trigger here, as you can see, right? Then we have a Google Sheet. So you're going to have to add a Google Sheet that will look something like this. Let me just search. Okay, so this is the sheet that I'm using. As you can see, I already used it. Like I used it on 500 leads, and yeah, I already showed you the result, but I'm sorry. But don't you think like this is just amazing? Like it literally took their website and it came up with this, like completely personalized. And then we have like our own like what we do and everything. But yeah, so this have like 3 sheets based on the month we are running this campaign on, and this is the URL. So I use this URL to scrape these leads. Now we are going to add an Epify scraper. If you don't know, Epify is it's a web store, like where you can buy scrapers from, like any kind of scraper. Like this is really a very good tool. Like this is so good that obviously I have a subscription for them, but don't worry, you will be just fine using their like free account. So here you will get like $5 worth of free usage and 8 GB RAM, right? So you will go to this Epify store and you will search for Apollo. Just search Apollo and you will get this one right here. This is this one, Apollo scrape up to 50,000 leads, this one. Now you want to like get this, like it will say here something like get this scraper, and it will get inside of your like dashboard. And then once it's here, you can use it via API. So that's what we are going to do. So after like adding your Google Sheet, like in your Google Sheet, you want to link or like connect this particular sheet, like source URL. You will link this. So as you can see, I have linked my sheet. I'll show you once again, source URL, and yeah, it will just get the URL from here. And because this URL, we need to feed it inside Epify scraper. And if you don't know how to create these URLs on Apollo, I'll show you that as well. No worries. Apollo.io. So basically in Apollo.io, you can create a list of particular type of leads that you want, and then you can use the URL from the list that you created and put it inside this Epify scraper, and it will give you those leads like without paying for Apollo. So here, as you can see, this Apollo dashboard. Now you just click on people, right? And then you create a list. I'm not going to go over in detail how to create a list. You should watch a video on YouTube. It will mostly take you 5-10 minutes to figure this out. Basically, you have to create a persona that you want, like this kind of people I want. So for example, if I want leads from gym or something like that, I'll write gym. Yeah, we'll search up gym. Now you can see like there are still a lot of leads. So like maybe you can filter out based on industry. Okay, so let's just use my list, and let's just, instead of US, again, let's just try Canada. Okay, let's just try this. Okay, we have 2.3 leads here. So now you have created the list, this URL right here. You'll just copy this and here you will paste it. So instead of this one, I'll just delete it, paste this URL. Now what you are going to do is just run this node, like execute. I'll show you why. Now we have the URL here, and you have to do is pin the data, right? Now we'll set up the Epify scraper and we'll start scraping the 500 leads, because it's going to take some time, and until it scrapes the lead, I'll just show you the rest of the workflow. So I already showed the Google Sheet one, now the scraper one. So here you will select an HTTP request, the method will be post, and then this URL right here. How you will find this URL? Go to the Appifier dashboard, right? Click on API endpoints, and here this one, run actor synchronously and get dataset item. So why we are using this particular thing? If we don't run the actor synchronously and get the dataset item, we're gonna have to have two HTTP requests. One to send this URL that we just got. We will send this URL and we will ask the scraper to scrape all the leads. And once the leads are scraped, we will then make a get request to get all the data, right? What this type of request does, it runs and it doesn't like stop until it has all the things. And once it gets all the data, then it sends it back while the like request is running. So yeah, it's like post and get in one thing. So you will use this one, and if you will click here, you will also get your API token. So yeah, as you guys can see, I'm not gonna show you my API token, so that's why you will come here, you will click on this I, your API will also show, and you will just click on copy. You'll go right here and this URL will paste. There is no need for any kind of authentication. And now you will click on send body JSON using JSON, and I'm going to open this and show you what you need to do. All you have to do is get like you will write this JSON. You can even get this, but I find it a bit, it has too much data. You might get confused. We don't need a lot of things. So it says clean output true, file name. We don't need to clean the output because we are only going to like pass through certain things. So it is going to get cleaned automatically. So clean output true, file name. So that's why like I selected these things, or the workflow that I use, it has these things because we only need these things like get personal email, get work email, and the rest of the information like website, LinkedIn, if it is present, like good. If it's not, at the end of the day, the only thing we care about is emails. Then the URL from the last Google sheet. We feed this URL, right? So we got this URL, we feed this URL here, and this scraper will scrape. Now you can add one more thing right here. It says like the amount of leads we want, because we don't want to let it run, because if there is no cap here, like you don't give it a maximum value that it can scrape, it will just scrape the entire thing. So here we had 2.3 thousands leads, it will scrape everything, so we don't want that. So let me just go to input, information, input, how to, yeah, so just copy this. Yeah, to be honest guys, like reading these document and figuring everything out, so as you can see, you can only send 4 requests here, so not such a big deal to figure out. Total request, we will do this. Total request is going to be 500, right? And yep, so this is how you add these things. So total request is going to 500. Now what we are going to do is run this step as well. So if I go back to my Appify account, as you can see, it says running, right? This is running, and as you can see, like last time I scraped 16,000 emails, and here we are going to scrape 500. While it's scraping those things, once it gets scraped, again we're gonna pin it. So yeah, let me just pause the recording and I'll come back once the scraping is done. All right guys, I'm back. As you can see, it has scraped all the 500 leads, and here our node also stopped because it already scraped 500 leads. Also you can see right here, like it says 500 items. If I just zoom in, you can see it says 500 items, right? I'm going to open this scraper, and as you can see, it outputted all these data, like all these things, and obviously we don't want all the data from here, so we are going to filter it out, and we are going to filter like based on email and website and whatnot. So yeah, here we have 500 items, as we like said, like the total record should be 500. Now yeah, don't forget to pin this. Like you can either click on it and click P, or sorry, type P, it will pin this. And yeah, so now you will add another node, that's filter. So from this API scraper, you will like just add a condition, and from here you will just find where's the email. So where's the email? Okay, yeah, here we have the email. So just grab the email and you'll put it here, and here it will be string exist, and yeah, it just needs to exist, right? So like that. And now you can again execute the step, this particular step, and always execute the steps step by step. Even if you take the workflow from someone else, execute step by step, because you don't want to execute everything and maybe some of your API usage will go to waste on things that you don't even want. So now we'll pin this, and as you can see, 172 items are kept and 172 items are discarded. So basically 172 item here didn't had email, and that's why we discarded them. So only 172 items are kept. Now like this happens, like you are getting leads for so cheap. As you can see, it literally says $1.2 for 1000 leads. So we scrape 500 leads for 60 cents. So yeah, don't really get worried about it. Again, we are going to add a filter. Now we are going to check if the lead have a website or at least a LinkedIn profile, because we need some data point to personalize the emails. So again, we are going to add the conditions. This time around it will be like the website should exist. So here you will just grab the website from here, where you will find the website over here. So as you can see, website URL, you just grab it and paste it right here. And for LinkedIn profile, I think yeah, here it is. You'll just grab it in here. Just make sure to select or, right? Don't select and, or. So we only want to let the leads pass through that have at least website or the LinkedIn profile, so we can actually use something to personalize the email. So all the 172 item passed through because they all had a website, or they all have a website, right? Now the fun part. Now we are going to verify these emails. Now this will, I think, again get cut in half, but even if it gets like, even if 10% of these email remains, it's very good, because again you scrape 500 leads for 60 cents. What else do you want? So million verifier here, again one more tool we're gonna have to use. But if you want like very hands-off approach and a very quality workflow, definitely you're gonna need different software, because it's the nature of this workflow. You just don't want to create personalized emails, you also want those emails to reach the inbox. You don't want your email to go to spam. If your emails go to spam, no one will read it, and there's no point. Like how, like even if you write Oscar winning script inside your email, no one is going to read it if they ends up in their spam folder. Like, be true to yourself. When was the last time you checked your own spam folder? Like never, right? So here, million verifier. So we'll go here, and here let's just create a new account, because I also want to show you guys how to integrate the API. Okay, it just opens my own account. As you can see, I have like 25,000 credit, but you guys are going to get 500 credits for free. So yeah, really don't worry. I'm gonna log out from this and I'm gonna create a new account, just because I want to show you how to integrate the API. And like here in my main account, I have like my API and everything exposed. So then I'm gonna have to, it will be too much for me. Business email. I don't have a business email. Why don't you just use this? Like just okay. Why don't you just suggest a password to me? Password, yep. Create account. Let's see. Okay, I need to confirm my email. Okay, so yeah, it will ask you a bunch of detail. I think I can just. All right. Need all this information, don't we? This is also required. How? Okay, I'm an individual. Last name, okay. So yeah. Right. So yep, as you can see, you should have some credits. God. Like, I know you definitely have 500 credits, because I did get. It's not showing here, But yeah, let's just do the API thing first. So okay, trial credits. But yeah, you will get 500 credits, not showing here. So as you can see, this is your API. You are going to copy this entire thing, copy that, and you will add this HTTP request. I think you guys might get confused how to do this, so I'll just do it and show you guys. HTTP request. So this is what an HTTP request is. The same thing we did for API scraper. So here, now the method is going to be get, because what we are trying to do is we want to get a response back, or I think you can also check here what the type of method they are saying. I think it's going to be get, but yeah, if it doesn't work, then we'll just switch it to post. So yeah, we are going to use a get, and here you'll paste everything. Now the only thing you need to change is where it says email, and then it's like some random email. So this you are going to remove, and instead of the random email, let me just remove this thing, like my node, right? And now we will have the data from here. Again, guys, always like pin the data. It's like you are going to thank me later if you pin your data right now. So here, yeah, as I said, you are going to remove the email that is already here inside of this URL, and inside of that or instead of that email, you're going to use this email right here. I hope you guys can see this. So you will just grab this email from here and you will paste it where it said email. Okay. You can just paste it right here, and now we'll just manually copy that email, or this is good. And let me just open this. Yep, now much better. It says email, just paste it right there. Make sure there's no spaces, else it won't work. So we pasted the email. I think we should remove the timeout. There's no real necessity of that. Email, really important. Yeah, we literally just copy pasted, right? I don't think you would need anything more than that. So this was just to show you guys. I'm just gonna use my own, like this one, because it has a lot of credits. Maybe like 500 credits should be enough, but I don't want to take chances. So yeah, we are just going to execute this step. You can execute like that as well. Okay, it is executed. So we have 172 items. Just keep an eye on the number of items we have, because up until this point it is going to get reduced significantly. As you can see, we scraped 500 emails, then we are just left with 172. Really, man. Pretty like once all the emails were verified. Okay, now we, okay, I also forgot this. So we verified, like we sent the emails for getting verified. Now these all the emails came back. Now we will filter which emails are verified or not, like the response it sends back. Okay, I'll just show you, that will be much better. Let's just pin this, or our this thing, what's called or our credits will go to waste. So as you can see from this verifier, it says email quality good, result okay, or stuff like that. These two things is what we want: email and the quality should be good. We are not going to use okay quality emails, and we are not going to use bad quality emails. Even stay away from okay quality emails, because again, you scrape leads for 60 cents. Just scrape more leads. You don't need to send your emails to wrong emails and spam the emails that does not exist. That way you're gonna just shoot yourself on the foot. So that's my advice. And sorry for my voice, by the way. I was really sick for last month. As you can see, I haven't posted a lot of videos as well. Like I have some pain in my back, and now this. So really sorry for my voice, but yeah. Now The filter we are going to add, it will have condition email, right? Email should exist, and this quality, the quality is equal to good. You will just click string is equal to this. I already showed you how to add, and this thing you will click on string is equal to, and here you will type good. Okay, here you will just grab this and like this, you know. You just, and for email again you will just grab it and you'll just like drop it there. So it's literally drag and drop. Now we will execute this step, and now you will see how many items are going to get left. Definitely it's not going to be 172. Okay, as you can see, it's 67 items. I still say numbers are quite good. You scrape 500 leads, now you are only left with 67. I'm really sorry guys, because we really want to make sure these emails are well verified. Now here, this limit, I can maybe remove it from here, or maybe let's just leave it there. Let's just not have any kind of limits. So yeah, now we have verified and we have filtered the verified ones. Now as you can see, all the data is like, some data is in this node, some data is in this node, right? And some data is in this node. We wanna we wanna have it where everything is structured in one particular way. So this node is called a set node. So when you will click on plus, you'll type set, you will get this node. I'll open this and show you what it is. Now, as you can see, what we did is here we have some data, here some places we have some data, but the main data that we want is in this one. It says lead with website or email, because when we sent it to Million Verifier, it took the data that it actually needed and it sent back the data that it sends. It doesn't have all these things. So here we'll just do this. We'll take them, drag and drop, like literally. So last name, drag and drop. Oh, by the way, if you guys are wondering how to set it up, like you will just manually mapping, and it says field to set. You click on this and you can add as many as you want, or as many as you want to pass through. As I said, like the scraper will send a bunch of data, like as you can see, like photo URL, like city, state, like whatnot, like keywords, so much, like so many things are here, but we don't need everything, right? Now, so the last name, now, so first name, last name, and then email. It looks good. Still, I will get the email from here once again. Just want to make sure is the like, because small things just mess up your workflow. I really don't like it. Website URL, you're going to again grab it, put it right there. headline. I'm really sorry guys. Headline here. Okay, what happened? Headline. Now location. So for location you want city, state and country. So what I did was just drag city, then space, state, again a space, and then country. Okay, the country here. Okay, got the location. Phone number. So phone number is going to be, these phone numbers are really not so good, but anyway we are going to include them. So it says sanitized phone. I think you should just use this one, sanitized phone. LinkedIn profile and organization name. So it says LinkedIn profile. You're going to get LinkedIn profile, and then at the end you're going to get organization name, not ID but name. Yeah, so now we'll execute the steps. It will be formatted in like really neatly. So now whenever, like in the next steps, like upcoming steps, for example here or here, whenever we want to refer something like some particular information of the lead, we can just go to edit fields or the set node and we can take the information from there. That's what we are trying to do. We are just trying to format it in a way that is not all over the place. Here we will add a limit. So the limit is going to be 10 leads because if I let it run, it will just run for like forever. So you want to add 10 leads. And then now you want to create a database where you are going to actually put your leads. So the same sheet where you had your URL, just in that, name whatever you want. I did it like this. As you can see, organization name, location, headline, full name, last name, first name, last name, email, LinkedIn profile, website URL, prospect, first, personalized first email, phone number, and the date. So as you can see, all these things exist already. So yeah, now you will again add a Google Sheet, and in this the operation will be append row. So we are just adding some things to the row. So here you will just click on map each column manually, and then you will get all these things. Let me just execute this one to get the data again. So execute step, get the data there. So as you can see, from the set node, we got everything. Now, so I mapped everything, but as you here in the lead source, I manually wrote Apollo because everything is going to be from Apollo, and the date I just manually change it. I don't put it dynamically. I manually do it because there's a lot of context behind it, so that's why. Now it mapped everything, but in case you don't know how to map it, you will click on this edit field that we created for this specific purpose. Now you can see how easy it will be to map everything. Organization name, LinkedIn profile, LinkedIn profile, website URL, website URL. So in the phone number tab, as you can see, I have a custom code right here. Reason being, when it was sending to this sheet, it was showing error here. Now you can see it is in the right format. It's a particular kind of format. I don't remember what it is, but for that I wrote a code. I'll just what you guys can do is just pause the screen here and copy this as it is. Maybe I'll zoom in a bit as well. So as you can see, it will then just give the phone number in the correct format that is correct for this Google Sheet, and it will enter it as a US or Canadian phone number. Really sorry. So everything is going to get fed here. Now, as you can see, all my like personalized email, I'm going to delete everything. Yeah, I'm just going to delete everything from here. So all right, I don't know. All right, so as you guys can see, I've deleted everything because we are going to test it, and it is going to write everything one by one. So I'm gonna run this node as well. So execute step. As you can see, it populated everything except the personalized first email. What we are going to do at the end, we are going to add an update sheet node here, and there we are just going to feed the personalized email that we have wrote. Now from here, I'm going to show you these last steps, and now I'm not going to run it like one by one. I'm just going to run it continuously, or should I run one by one to show you guys? Okay, I'm going to run it one by one for the first lead, and then I'm just going to run it autonomously so you guys can see how like automatically it just like writes each email one by one. Like literally I got it to write 500 emails, so it's quite amazing. Now we want to add a loop over item node. Reason being, we want to automatically write the first cold email, and then we want to loop back and say, okay, now write for the second lead. Why exactly are we doing like this? Why aren't we writing email for all the 10 leads that we are feeding into this at once? Reason being, you don't want to give too much token pressure to these GPT nodes right here. As you can see, we have like a couple of GPT nodes. We don't want to give too much token pressure. Reason being, I think like if you ask GPT to do too much at once, it just do a very bad job, right? Or at very least, it does like okay job. So that's the reason why we don't want to like have too much token pressure here. That's why we are just sending one email, write this email, and then the second one. Easy. So you'll click on this plus and you will type loop. So you'll get this one. So we are just looping in batches of one. Once you will open this, all you have to do is just here, you will write one, nothing else. You can execute this one. Yeah, let's just execute for, it will store all the 10 leads, but it will just send one lead at a time. As you can see right here, it says loop and it says one item. So that's the thing we are trying to do now. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, loop over one item. It's just going to loop at one item, like loop over one item at a time. Now create database. This is done. Loop over one item. Don't forget to pin the data again. Pin it. In loop over item, you cannot pin it because you cannot pin it. And then you want to add a wait time. Again, if it runs too fast, like let's say every 10 seconds is able to produce, then again you might run into token limitation issue and whatnot. So in my testing, like it was breaking because of like running too fast. So that's why I added a wait step. Really easy to add wait step. Click on this plus, search wait, add the wait, and here just select 10 and the unit should be seconds. Again, let's just execute this one. The scraper part is going to be so easy. You guys are going to love it. My nightlight is starting. Okay, so the scraper part, literally just you have to add HTTP request, like plain HTTP request. You don't need any kind of API. Here you will select get. In the URL, you will literally use the website. So like open this loop over item. It doesn't have any field. Why? Execute this. Unpin and test. Loop over item should have data inside of it. I don't know why it's saying it doesn't. No field, no execute, but this branch. But it's saying like it's green. It's getting the website from this part right here. Pretty weird. But again, like you can remove this, and from this wait step even you can add. So it says website URL. Just put it right here. All in all, you just want to get the URL of the website. Put this or that, doesn't matter. So yeah, get, literally put the website URL here. You will add two options, so I'll remove them to show you how you do it. So you will add option first, ignore SSL issue. Second, redirect. So yeah, you're going to add these two things. Settings, yeah, nothing special here. Now you will execute it. Like it will literally scrape. This is like a cheat code because now instead of going to Epify and then getting one more kind of scraper that scrapes the website, you're just going to do this. But I want to say one more thing. The workflow, as I said, like the way I create workflows, first I go on the internet and find a workflow that's very similar. So the workflow that I used as an example, it was scraping like 50 pages, and then like it was doing so much processes. I just removed everything. It's like just scrape one page. But then I thought maybe this guy was doing so much thing to get like good data. So what I did is, as you can see, this small little node right here. This actually scrapes using a scraper from Apify, and it can even scrape dynamic websites. So if you don't know what dynamic website is, it's like an API thing. Simple website, if you send a request to get their data, it's like a server where the data is. It's going to send you. The API is going to send you. It has the data. It's going to send you. For dynamic website, it's like you send a request and to the API, and then it sends a request to to a database where all the data is stored. It gets the data and then it sends to you. Like this, you have to get data this way for dynamic websites. And this scraper was like a dynamic scraper. That's why I used it. But even if like if I wanted to scrape one website, it was really slow first. Second thing, it was breaking. Then I thought to myself, I just want to write a very personalized line using two like using some data from their website. Like it's just one or two line of hyper personalized email. Why do I need so much data? You know, if it's remotely close to their website, like if it's somewhat personalized, even then they are going to read, given they see that see the email and it doesn't end up in the spam. So that's the thing. As you can see, it scraped the website, but it's not in a language that's very easily understandable by GPT. And also, you need to understand whatever you give to GPT, it takes it as an example and it tries to produce the same thing. So this is like HTML. Now we are going to convert that HTML into Markdown. Thank God, inside n8n there's a node that already exists that converts HTML to Markdown. You don't have to again integrate any third-party thing, because that's the biggest issue. You will just search up Markdown. You will use this right here, and something like this will come up. And the data that you got from this website scraper, just feed that. So what we are using, HTML to Markdown. You take the data and you will paste it right here. Destination key. So what it will show as, again, it will show it as data. So just type data here. Now this, like this scraper, like right here, the LinkedIn profile scraper, this is optional. So I'm going to leave this one for this video because it's already getting too long. In case you guys want, like just comment down below. I'm going to explain this one as well. Just for reference, this is a scraper that again I got from Apollo. So the reason I added this is if the lead does not have website, then it will go to the LinkedIn scraper, their LinkedIn profile, scrape their LinkedIn, and then we will use it to generate the personalized line. But as you can guys can see, when we did this, like we got 172 items, and I'm pretty sure all of them have website. So yeah, we shouldn't get any problem, inshallah. So yeah, then it will go to this GPT node. So the way you add it is click on plus and you search OpenAI. Click on this, you will select this message a model and nothing else, message a model. Yeah, I'm going to open this and I'm going to show you everything, so you guys can also copy everything word to word. I really don't care, because truth is, even if I show you guys everything, I cannot update you guys on my workflows every day. So I cannot, like for example, this is version 3. Maybe after 2-3 weeks, I will have version 5, version 7. You know, it will be very different. So that's why I show everything, because I'm keep on improving. So I don't have anything to hide. Even if you use it, like since it's mine, I'm going to improve it even more. And yeah. Oh, subhanallah. I'm really sick. But yeah. Now what we want to do is the markdown that we got, we want to summarize that, because imagine it's like an entire website, all the information like their contact detail and miscellaneous data as well. We want to just clean everything. So you will add this GPT node, resource text, message a model. You will select a model, 4.1 you can select, or even 3.5, it will work. Now you will add a very simple prompt. I'm not gonna lie, this is like literally the prompt that was in the example workflow that I took. I didn't even change it because I took care of the things necessary for me in a different way. I'm gonna show you in the, like in next couple of nodes. But yeah, so here as you can see, it literally says, um, you are a helpful, intelligent website scraping assistant. Just that. That's the system prompt. Now for the user prompt, you will just type this right here. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see. Just type this. You're provided a markdown scrape of a website page or a LinkedIn profile about or LinkedIn profile's about section. Your task is to provide a 2-paragraph abstract of what this page or about section is about. Whoa. English. Profiles. What section is about. Written in JSON format. Abstract. Your abstract goes here. Rules. Some rules. And yeah. And then you will add one more user prompt. And in this, we will actually going to provide the data. So I don't know for some, okay, here it is. You'll just drag it and drop it. Like I have showed you guys 100 of times. Toggle this on, simplify output and output content as JSON. And yeah. Now, this is something I added specifically to remove all the spam words. How you add this? Click on plus and then search node. This is a function node or a code node. So like literally, even if I try to explain you guys this, you won't understand this. So like it's basically literally a list of all the spam words possibly known to humankind when sending cold emails. So I think I'm gonna do is copy this and paste it on my comment. Okay, I'm gonna just copy paste this because even if I pause here, it will be too much to like type this thing out. So yeah. Okay. So that was a code node to specifically remove any spam words. Like we don't want any kind of spam words. Now this is the juiciest part. This is the main thing. This is going to take the summary from this node. From the summary, we are going to remove any kind of spam words. We will just clean it. Then we will provide it to GPT. And this spam thing is so important that I even included here again that please don't include those spam words, because it is really, really important that the GPT does not use or the cold email doesn't have any kind of spam word, at least for the first cold email. Once you are in conversation with someone, like you can send whatever word you want, like you can write whatever you want. There's no chance it's going to end up in spam because they have like had conversation with you. It's going to end up in their primary inbox. So here I'll suggest choose a good GPT. Here we have 4.1. I will even like I think I'm gonna just update it to 4.5. Yeah, let's just do that. So first thing you are going to add, again these things are very literally same, so you can just copy this node. So do like this and then paste it and then edit it out based for this thing. So I updated the GPT model right here. Now system prompt, again very simple. You are helpful intelligent sales assistant or email writing or copywriting assistant. It really doesn't make a big difference as people think. Yeah. Now I'm gonna pause, like you can pause the screen and just copy everything that I have wrote if you want exactly like this, but I'm assuming like your niche and everything is different, so maybe you should not copy this. But yeah, I'm gonna read it out. We just finished researching a series of web pages for a dental clinic. Researching a website of a dental clinic. Your task is to write short, natural sounding cold email based on what we found. Should feel like we are genuinely explore the site. Okay. Then return only in JSON. So the initiator email, right? Greetings. I'm gonna explain why I wrote it like this. Greetings, and then in curly brackets, first name. As you guys can see, just copy this. My throat is not. I cannot speak a lot right now. Guidelines. Again, copy this. Now, to make these emails hyper personalized, this right here where it says first name, like whatever it's inside curly brackets, the AI is going to the AI is going to generate it like completely personalized. But these things, these are general things like greeting. There are a couple of type of greetings. We can say hi, hello, howdy, hey, right? So it will just like cycle through a couple of greetings or a couple of opening observation or a couple of transitional phrase that we have already provided. This will keep the email personalized, but it won't put too much like token pressure on the GPT model as well. So as you can see, so in the greeting it can say hi doctor, hello doctor, hey doctor, and for opening conversation, you can say these things. Then forgive and true, hope this is cool. Then these things and these things. Just pause the screen and write it. Again, we'll say only output in JSON, no other formatting. For rules, what you're gonna have to do is from here until here, you will type it out, and after until here, you are going to type it out. And these things is literally the same that we had in the previous node. So just copy that from there and paste it right here. And at the end, you can also add this one more rule. It's like if the content includes them phrases, includes them, them, paraphrase or omit, assume that immediately is at stake. So like at the end of the day, we don't want it to use any kind of these words because they will mark your email as spam, and most likely your email will not reach the inbox. If it doesn't reach the inbox, I know I have repeated this, I don't know, 100 times at this point, but yeah, it's really necessary that your email go to the primary inbox, like it lands in the inbox of your prospect. Okay, so we are going to execute this step as well. Okay, what happened? Okay, I'm gonna just come back. All right, so I'm back. I'm back, and yeah, what happened was my credits were like I ran out of credits in my OpenAI account. I remember why. Like literally yesterday, like since I've gotten sick, I'm just creating a lot of workflows, a lot of AI agents, like just all the things I was delaying, I'm just doing it. Yesterday, I just like literally 7 hours. I was just trying to figure out something, and I just used bunch of OpenAI's credit. So yeah, let's just execute this one. Okay, so as you can see, it wrote an abstract, right? And so it has already been executed, right? I was trying to do okay. So we'll just pin the data again. This will just remove all the spam words. You just run this as well, and at last we'll run this, and it will add everything to the sheet. So it's going to be really exciting. So add personalized email now. It also got executed. Again, I'm gonna pin this. Now let me just show you how to add this one. So this is going to be append or update row sheet. Then you will select your sheet, whatever it is, again from the list. So earlier when we want to pull this URL, we use this sheet. Now we are going to use this one. This is June, right? And here you will use email to match. So click on email to match them. And here again, I think I'm gonna have to execute this one to get the data. This one is actually going to write the email, and yeah, verify. We did this. Let's just thing. Okay, cool. Email. Now we just have to drag and drop everything. So we are going to use the email to match the fields because we want a reference point for whom the personalized email was written. So we'll use the email to get that, and we will feed the personalized email. So this is going to be update or append or update row. Don't choose the append row one. So it wrote the email, the hyper personalized one. So in the last one, it wrote it as initiator email. So I'm going to just drag it and drop it right here. And for email, you can just use, I think you should use loop over item. Yeah, this one. If it's not here, this wait step, and from here, just drag the email and drop it here. So yeah, and I did show everything, right? I did show you guys how to do this one. Okay, I forgot to show the last two things. So what you are going to do is, based on your industry, you are going to provide examples. So what I like to do is, what the information that the GPT already generated, I just provide that as an example. As you can see, this is not dynamic. I provided this. So the first time when I ran it, this data it got. This is the data it got, right? So I just provide this. This is nothing but the abstract that we generated. So it's the abstract. So instead of providing it dynamically, I just copied it like this and pasted it right here. Gave their name, like what their headline is, what their designation is, their company name, and then the abstract or the summary of their website. Like this is raw example. This is going to be user, and then I'm going to give an example of an already written personalized email. So as you can see, it's like, hi Robert, love what you're doing at your clinic and everything, and it's also like provided in a JSON format. So again, pause. If your niche is similar to mine, you can copy this. If not, you're gonna have to write the email or the like thing that works for your niche. So do your niche research. And at last, we give the actual dynamic data. So here you will open, and for profile, you will give their first name. So you can get it from anywhere you want, like maybe from the wait step. So first name, last name, and then space, and their designation, and then website or LinkedIn. You will just provide the abstract literally from this one. Like, don't provide from like this GPT module. I'm gonna zoom in and show you. Provide from this one, clean abstract, because we want to remove all the spam words that may exist inside of it. So we do this again, simplify output content as JSON, and then you will get like very good email. Now this email has been generated. I already showed you guys this part. Now I want to show you guys the actual email. You are going to read it, and the things this email is capable of is, first, I put it in the best or the most strict spam checker. As you can see, it says great, like it doesn't have a single spam word. First this. The next thing we are going to check is, we are going to check how much of it seems AI. So check here. I'm really excited because I know the answer. As you can see, 0% of this text appears to be AI generated. And did I write this? Absolutely not, right? Now, I'm going to execute this workflow. I'm going to remove all the pinned data because I want to show you guys this in action. Let me just execute this step as well. So we have the, generated stuff here. All right, as you can see, it generated this and it is right here. Now for the outro of this video, I'm just gonna like play this in a way, like people play music. I'm gonna play this workflow, and you are going to see the I'm sorry, actual beauty of this thing. It's going to write 10 emails and put everything here one by one. So let me just delete that as well. So this was the entire workflow. I'm going to execute it. I'm gonna leave all the data that I already pinned just before a loop over item. And yeah, less talking, more executing. You guys might get bored, so you can just fast forward this. While it's run, I'm also gonna tell you this. I did try to use the scraper. I think I already told you, but it didn't work. Like it was doing the job, but the difference wasn't that big that I had to use the paid website scraper. That is also very laggy, and it just doesn't work. Maybe I didn't knew how to use it properly, maybe, but yeah, it just didn't work that well. for me, at least. But yeah, now a couple of things that I can also suggest that I didn't include in this, but I do want to include it, inshallah, in future, is one way to find if there are duplicates and removing the duplicates. Because even before doing all this process, what we want to do, we want to have this sheet somewhere right after scraping. So right after we scrape, or maybe after we like filter them, because this is not going to cost us anything. This is what we are is going to cost us credits. So before sending leads to here, we can just check in our database that if these leads already exist, like if we already wrote the personalized email for them. So we, or you guys might want to add something like this, but don't add a Google Sheet. I tried it. It doesn't work because the API limit for of Google Sheet is very low. So if it sends 172 items to check, it's going to break, and then your workflow will not work. So we're gonna have to add something like a vector database here that goes beyond the scope of this video. So that's the reason I didn't include it, but it's going to be very simple. I'm gonna show you, maybe I have it. Yeah, so as you guys can see, I did create a like loop. So here there was a loop item, and here what basically I was trying to do is check if a lead exists already. If it does exist, I was just merging it and then sending it like in the workflow. But yeah, there was a lot of issue in this. Sometimes the Google Sheet would break sometimes. Since then I had to have like two loops. That was again something that was like creating issues. So in general, yeah, it was creating a lot of issues. But yeah, I think, yeah, I'll leave it to you guys. Maybe you guys would find, like, use this workflow as a base, and then maybe you guys can add or remove some things from it. And yeah, like, how many emails? So as you can see, there are 6 emails. I think those are enough. I'll show you. As you can see, each and every email is going to be very different from each other. So, hey, Dr. Kevin, really like the bit on Southgate Dental Center emphasizing patient comfort and convenience. Let's see some different email. Really like the bit on Applewood Village Dentistry's welcoming atmosphere. Also into your thoughtful touch, like the Marine Aquarium and the Clids Play Zone. In the first one, it wrote, also into your transparent approach to the Alberta Dental Free Guide. Then, I'm sorry, again, my throat is like right now. All good. So you guys can read, like, I'll just go through one by one. As you can see, like, it's every single one of them is very different, like, literally, especially the first line. Yeah, and that was it. With that said, let's just end this video right here, and yeah, wait for the next one.